Hello and welcome to Mindful Mondays. My name is Caelyn Ditz, and I'm a licensed certified social worker in Mississippi and one of our staff counselors here at the University of Mississippi. I'm going to share with you a little bit about gratitude and mindfulness with writing. With writing, this can be a form that many of us do on our day-to-day, but aren't often thinking about how can I bring gratitude into this practice, or even mindfulness into this practice. There are several articles that I'll reference today, one being published in 2022 that focused on a brief writing experiment versus expressive writing. Another is from 2010, and this was published in the Journal of Psychiatry that really talked about making that connection between gratitude and then our overall sense of well-being, and making writing a valuable and meaningful process to you when we think of gratitude within writing. So there are several benefits that I'll talk about when we bring writing back into our expressive practice. First of all, there are, with some ongoing research articles, evidence to suggest that decrease in stress can be an outcome of writing with gratitude and expressing our gratitude through writing. Also, it can help us buffer those negative psychological outcomes when we do experience a stressful event or even a traumatic experience. And that is often tied, at least in this article or several articles, to different natural events that may happen or natural disasters, and even quoted in an article published in 2022 that did include the global pandemic. And so being able to reduce that psychological distress that many of us collectively experienced, and using a simple practice of writing to help mitigate that. It can help decrease intrusive ruminations and decrease worry. Also, regular gratitude practice can help us shift from maybe a less general and supportive practice to a more positive cognitive style. This can help us interpret and even recall different events in a more positive manner. Increases to positive mental states also included that change into more optimistic approaches and feeling more motivated to complete different situations or different assignments. There's a positive association with more adaptive coping strategies, and so with these and that practice of gratitude, we can tie in that seeking support, using active coping, and even some positive reinforcement and reinterpretation of our actions. This offers individuals the opportunity for more growth and learning in their day-to-day lives, and especially with that cognitive and emotional side. In 2020, in May of 2020, the United States Postal Service completed a survey with many individuals in the United States asking about receiving mail. And this was something that, depending on who you were and where you were at in May of 2020, but getting mail or checking mail often became a habitual practice for more people spending more time at home. In their research, the USPS did find that 65% of people taking that survey agreed that receiving mail increased their spirits or uplifted their spirit. And so with that act of receiving can be such a positive to us. And so tying in these two different sides of writing and actually expressing our gratitude maybe toward others through writing, and then thinking about that benefit of that recipient and what they may receive. So today, with our Mindful Monday, I'm going to invite you to take a moment and actually write out some gratitude. And with this can be a letter to yourself, this could be a letter to a friend, to a neighbor, maybe even a stranger. There are some really great resources where you can actually enjoy engagement with a perfect stranger and someone that you have never met before, but be able to offer them your time through letter writing with some gratitude practice. I do have a few postcards in front of me. That tends to be a nice little smaller space to write on that I enjoy. And so I have a set that is all about women in science and highlighting different facts about some really fantastic scientists throughout the world and history. And so I will be writing on these today. And as you can see, small little postcard, but these are available and it doesn't have to take a whole lot of space. You can, grab some paper that is handy to you. I'll often take time and write out a larger card or a little more thoughtful of, do I have this time to maybe send this letter or send this card to someone? And so greeting cards, no matter how large or how small, can be something to use. You can also grab just maybe whatever is in front of you. Grab a piece of paper from the copier machine. What do you have access to? It doesn't have to be a set from postcards or something, but it can be something that works for you. There can be great ways to even decorate or embellish your letter. So think stickers, even the sticker on the apple sitting in your lunchbox right now. That can be used to add a little bit of flair, but also even cutting out items from maybe some unique catalog or some advertisement that was received. So again, I will be sitting and taking a few moments to write out some thoughts of gratitude. And today I am writing to a stranger, as I mentioned, as an opportunity. And there's several different programs that I'm involved in that do reach out to individuals who are more isolated. And so my plan is to write at least 2 short postcards to some of those individuals and send those. With this, the idea is that I'm going to be actually expressing gratitude, and so today I'm very grateful for the sunshine that you might be able to see coming in through my window, and taking this time to just express the opportunity and my gratitude for the opportunity to write to someone and share that with them. So I do invite you all to take time, slow down. Let's focus on our moments of gratitude. Continue writing and taking your time to really reflect on what is important to you or what is coming up that you feel grateful for today, or maybe even this week. I have not completed my postcard with the address, but I have expressed a little bit of sentiment to some gratitude and to this friend. And I will be posting that later today. I hope you enjoyed this time to slow down, take a moment to express yourself, and share with someone else, and maybe even send that card in the mail. Drop that off to that person's home or even office here on campus or off, and hopefully boost that person's spirit. Well, I hope you enjoyed Mindful Monday and continue this on throughout your week. Thank you.